What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a crease, it's Young. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. takes the handoff.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's open on the right. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
This wide. They're so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got his man downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Got room to work. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. This drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. If you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Gonzalez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Reached a break, and Penn State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play of 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
You wonder if the pick earlier in the game is now affecting this quarterback, and not just his psyche, but also his fundamentals. He threw that ball off his back leg. You're not going to throw completions playing like that.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now they'll try the right side. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smothers. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test them. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the right. There he goes. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You gotta love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
Sets up the screen. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Using his legs, it's Young. Moving past the 25. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will give them the lead. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
this on second down. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot. If that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 2 to Kansas State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They just keep firing, setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Here's a heat. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, man, it's hard to throw down here in the red zone. These windows are tiny and they close fast. So there was nowhere to go in the end zone there, that time having to check it down. A nice job by the defense rallying and making a tackle.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Buys a little extra time. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And really good job by this defense. 3rd and goal, you know what kind of playmakers in the backfield. And he started to scramble around, but they didn't lose their discipline, did a nice job getting him to the ground, and now forcing the 4th down.
Looking to throw. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Inside the 35. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McGee. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Penn State! A great catch and run for 6. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision now. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come out about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big M.
Looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They want that clock to run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll go to the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fakes to grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it here on third and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Kansas State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish, back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Crosses the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here.
Turning it on! He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after